YAHAWASHI, Bahashim Rakakwadash, Dabuana to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalawam to Lek out there doing this work of faith and labor of love, true sincerity. All right, and I just want to get into a brief topic, since it's the hot topic, about just 2/3 just need to shut the hell up, man. You know what I'm saying? As far as regarding anything that deals with our history as us as a people, as so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, us being Israelites according to the Bible and all of our history, all right? And particularly in this case, Kanye West, and we can obviously tell that, he's been re-educated, whether it's MK Ultra or whatever, they got these re-education camps out there that they send these people to and stuff like that. That's part of, the Illuminati, part of all those secret fraternities and groups and different stuff like that, So he's brainwashed. That's why he's saying stuff like this, man. But ultimately that was the most idiotic statement that someone could ever say, period, man. And you got to know Esau is laughing it on up to the bank, man. But all the things of the scriptures and everything about our conditions is right here in the scriptures, man. My little saying is all our people's answers that they seek for is in the scriptures. Plain and simple. Plain and simple, man. Jake be scratching their head left and right, wondering this, wondering that, wondering this, wondering that. But all you got to do is dive right here into your history, man. So this is Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. So for the people that may not understand this verse and what it's talking about, the Israelites in ancient times, they were never brought into Egypt again to serve slavery a second time. All right. And it doesn't take a ship to go from the land of Israel to the land of Egypt. Okay. It's walking distance. All right. So the Lord is referring to spiritual Egypt, okay, which is modern day America, aka Babylon the Great. All right. And to further prove that, this is Revelations 11:8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city. Okay, America is that great city, all right, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. So everything within this landmass, this is where we lost our identity. It's where we lost our culture, our heritage, everything about us, man. So when it's talking about the dead body shall lie in the street of the great city, that's referring to our people. When you go into the book of Ezekiel, the valley of dry bones, okay? And the Lord putting that spirit back upon us again to wake up, because we were in a dead state until the Lord woke us up into this truth, okay? And also, Slaki. And also, it says, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt. America carries the same energy as ancient Sodom and Gomorrah. All of the laws for homosexuality, bestiality, these different things. And the Lord told us about these different things in the book of Leviticus 18th chapter. Okay, to not to do these things. All right. So when you go through this whole chapter, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but when you go through this chapter, it tells you the things that the Lord forbids us to do, because all the other nations do of these things which are evil and wicked, man. So this is Leviticus 18:3. After the doings of the land of Egypt, matter of fact, I start at verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, I am the Lord your power. After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do. And after the doings of the land of Canaan, okay, after the Hamites, all right, whither I bring you, shall ye not do, neither shall ye walk in their ordinance. So we wasn't supposed to walk in their ways and the things of which they were doing, all right? You shall do my judgments and keep mine ordinances to walk therein. I am the Lord your power. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them. I am the Lord. Okay, so it gives you different stuff down here. What? The nakedness of thy father and the nakedness of thy mother shalt thou not uncover. She is thy mother, thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. So it gives you different things. And what the Lord clearly said, don't follow after the doings of the land, because these are the things in which they do. Okay? So the Lord is clearly separating what's wicked from what's righteous. All right? Was it another point that I want to hit down here? No, I believe that was it as far as that. All right. Oh yeah. Matter of fact, verse 24 says, matter of fact, yeah, verse 22, it says, thou shalt not lie with mankind, meaning what? Sleeping with another man, homosexuality. So America carries the same spirit and the same energy, the same vibrations, okay, the same focus of these ancient lands that ruled, ancient Babylon, okay, ancient Egypt, all right. As with womankind, it is an abomination. So being a homosexual is an abomination to the Lord. Neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith. Now, what is these Edomites, aka Esau, aka the so-called white man, into? They're into bestiality, passing laws for it, man. People marinate dogs and stuff like that, all right? It's wickedness, man. Neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down therewith. It is confusion. Okay? Defile not ye yourselves in any of these things, for in all these the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you. Okay, so these are all the different things that the other nations do. And also when you go into what Leviticus, the 11th chapter, the Lord gave us dietary laws to follow. Okay? And it basically goes to not eating shrimp, crab, pork, lobster, different things like that. And all those things the other nations are into heavily, man. Okay? So the Lord give you signs all throughout these scriptures to let you know who we are today. Okay? But so many people that's out there is lost because they're not diving into this word, man, and saying idiotic statements like slavery was a choice. Okay? So in this land, this is where what our Lord was crucified. This is where we forgot who our righteous power was. YAHAWAH and his son YAHAWASHI. Okay? So I want to go back to go back to Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. Well, we shall not see our homeland again. Can we literally go and visit the land of Israel? Yes, but as far as the Lord saying see it no more again, meaning what? We're not going to dwell there. It's not going to be plenteous. Okay? It's not going to be our true habitation anymore because it's ran down by those gutter rats over there, man. All right? So the Lord brought us into Egypt again with ships, and that's modern day America. Okay? Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. So we were sold unto the so-called white man. So the Lord called the so-called white man our enemies. For slave and slaves woman, and no man shall buy you. Meaning what? No man shall take us out of this captivity. That's why you have Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, all these different people. Nothing in which they could have ever done would have brought us out of this state in which we're in. And to this day in 2018, you niggas still ain't gonna get out of this state because America's doomed to be destroyed. And if you're not following YAHAWASHI, you're gonna die straight up. You know. So the Lord also said this in the book of Baruch. All right, it says Baruch 4:6. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved Yahawah to wrath, ye were delivered unto the enemies. So this was not a choice. The Lord clearly delivered us over unto our enemies because we weren't serving him in truth, honesty, and sincerity. All right. And when you go back to the book of Deuteronomy, this is the book of a chapter of blessings and the curses that will befall Israel if we would follow the Lord, and the curses that would befall us if we didn't follow the Lord. All right, it's clear cut, man. It's clear cut. All right, so this is Deuteronomy 28 and 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. So the fact that we went into slavery shall be upon us for a sign and for a wonder, and upon us as long as we're in this captivity. So the Lord is clearly telling, like, this is a sign that you're supposed to look at these scriptures and recognize that it's something deeper than what you think. You know, it wasn't just the white man, the so-called white man, having the power just to subdue us. It's because we didn't listen unto the Lord. He delivered us over unto these motherfuckers, man. You know, sorry to be so blunt, but hey, that's what it is, man. You know, verse 47 says, because thou servest not the Lord thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. So we didn't serve the Lord as we should have, man, when we had every right to, but niggas want to be niggas, man. You know, so the Lord sold us unto the so-called white man because we moved him to wrath, not for us to be completely destroyed as a people. Even though we are destroyed to a degree, but not that the so-called white man will be able to completely wipe us off the face of the earth. All right. So I want to jump down to verse 18. Right. It says, for he that brought these plagues upon you, which is the Lord, okay? For he that brought these plagues upon you will deliver you from the hand of your enemies. So it's nothing, no matter how many billions or millions of our people gather, no matter what type of army, no matter what type of technology they try to do, we're never going to rise above this status in which we're in now as a people of so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans until the Lord destroy this place utterly, man, and brings us into the kingdom, Lord's will, very soon. All right. Yeah. Verse 24 says, like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity. So all the other nations, they have seen our captivity. And what have they done about it? They don't give a damn. They don't care. They too busy eating off of us, man. You know, that's what it goes into in Psalms, you know, the 83rd chapter, man. How all the nations were confederate, you know, against us, man. Okay, so all the other nations, they have seen our captivity. All right, so shall they see shortly your salvation, because it's only the Lord that's going to deliver us with that salvation, them chariots. All right, from our power, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the Lord. For thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck. So it's only through the Lord is that we're going to get through these things, and it's because we didn't serve him while we're in this situation. So in no way, shape, form, or fashion could slavery have ever been a choice. Yes, we were stuck mentally, because the Lord had us stuck mentally, because we couldn't call upon the Lord's name. All right. When you go into the book of Proverbs, right? Book of Proverbs 30:4. Who have ascended up into heaven or descended? Who have gathered the wind in his fist? Who have bound the waters in a garment? Who have established all the ends of the earth? What is his name? And what is his son's name, if thou canst tell? So for a period of time, we couldn't tell the Lord's name because the Lord stripped that from us because we were being disobedient. And the scriptures also say, okay, all right, it's Jeremiah 17:4. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. So we discontinued from who we were as a people. Okay? We didn't know who we were. Being over there, we came from the land of Israel, knowing we were Israelites. We're in the west and northern parts of West Africa, knowing we were Israelites, until the so-called white man came and stripped us of our language, stripped of our nationality, and beat the English language into us, man. Okay? And stripped everything from us, man. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. So we couldn't get out of this situation even if we wanted to because we didn't have the Lord's name. Okay? And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. So the fact that we discontinued from our heritage, we couldn't call upon our righteous power to deliver us out of this situation. But the Lord is going to deliver us out of modern day Egypt. This is how he delivered us in ancient Egypt with the mighty and powerful hand, man. All right. And just to grab one more precept real quick. I wanted to get it. 2 Ezra 15. Yeah, this is 2 Ezra 15. And I start at verse 8. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness which they profanely commit. So the Lord is not holding his tongue. That's why we come out week in and week out on our highways and byways to tell our people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, what time it is and who we are as a people. And to come out of their wicked ways and to come out of the mind frame of America. Okay? Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Because they exercise themselves in all the ways of the heathen, just like I got into in Leviticus, the 18th chapter. Okay? Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. Those Israelites that died in the Lord, okay, and all the millions of Israelites that died on America's soil, that died coming from the west coast of Africa on a journey over here to America to be slaves, those spirits are crying unto the Lord, okay, and therefore, and especially the righteous, okay, the ones that will inherit the kingdom, all right. And therefore, saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. Now, this is Esdras, okay. This is in the book of Esdras. So in the time of Esdras, Egypt was going away. But check out what the Lord say. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. Isn't our people just like that? Follow any damn thing, but don't want to be leaders of who they are? I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. So Egypt reign had long been past by the time of Esdras. So the Lord had to be talking prophetically here about America. Okay? But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. So this is talking about modern day America, modern day Babylon, modern Sodom and Gomorrah, modern day Egypt, man. Okay? So all the answers to our people's problems, whatever they got going on in their mind, saying all this ridiculous ass stuff out of their face, dive into the scriptures. Come to the true men of the Lord of Great Millstone, starting off with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. All right. So, with that, I hope this segment was edifying. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Ba'ashem YAHAWASHI, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, Dapawana to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Yahawah Ba'ashem YAHAWASHI. Barakathum to the elect out there, doing his work of faith and labor, love, true sincerity. Shalawam.